What's happened to the left in Canada? How did they lose their moral compass? From my point of view, whether you agree or not with the ideology of the old left, I used to find that they were at least a bit more honest in speaking up for what they believed in. But all of that seems to have gone out the window. What's going on in Canada's left?
Well, it's part of a broader international trend.
Yeah.
And you can associate this with Tony Blair and Bill Clinton, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was called the third way, that they decided that the old politics weren't working,
Okay.
and largely it wasn't working for them, right? Like having the working class as your constituency wasn't propelling them to political power, in part because the working class, I think it was someone associated with Margaret Thatcher who said this. She said the working class had spoken, and
Mm-hmm.
primarily what it was saying is they didn't want to be working class anymore. That we're talking about people who aspire to social mobility, right? So Margaret Thatcher, a good example, selling council houses for people to buy privately, right? No longer like being assigned your housing by the government. You now have your own house, you're on the property ladder, all of those things. Most of the people in the working class found that very attractive. So the left needed a new constituency.
Mm-hmm.
The working class doesn't want to be working class in
No.
a sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or they don't want to be poor at the very least, right? They want
Right.
to improve themselves in various
Yeah.
ways. Maybe they're still going to be working for a living, but they don't want to be defined by alienation and deprivation the way the left would have it.
Right.
So now the shift became towards, with the third way, towards what they called the Brahmin left. So the natural constituency now, and it's very obvious in the United Kingdom,
Mm-hmm.
where there's still really incisive political journalism, is what's called the professional managerial class.
Okay.
It's that class of people with their distinct interests who are looking to the Social Democratic Party to advocate for them. So whenever you're seeing, the NDP or the Labour Party pushing for more restrictions, pushing for more bureaucracy, they're actually now advocating for their constituency when they do that, because their constituency is the manageriate, essentially. All of these people who really enjoy the small privileges and perks of being in this administrative caste that has decision making, that determines how other people live their lives.